EM wave change, Geostellar, on air. What's up, you guys? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with Blaze Talks. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite DS game series as a part of my special gaming week. Uh, that game is MegaMan Starforce. MegaMan, well, not even just MegaMan Starforce Leo, MegaMan Starforce 2, Zerker Exarian, MegaMan Starforce 3, Black Ace. Now, the thing I want to tell you guys about this is pretty much going to be me talking about my favorite game series, flat. That's it. Okay, so the story figures it revolves around this one kid named Geostellar. Uh, you know, he basically he's kind of like this loner type of kid. Now he's been this way for I think for the past 3 years since his father basically disappeared. Now his father is uh, is an astronomer. Well, not really an astronomer, but he's kind of like a cheerful kind of personality, always looking for someone to help out and stuff like that. And he's basically on this space station called Peace, and the satellite basically disappears. Nobody knows where he is, and his friend, Geo's father's friend, named Mr. Boreal, basically gives him these visualizers. They let him see EM waves. Now, a big part, Mega Man Starforce, two things that Mega Man Starforce is heavily revolves around is EM waves, FM waves, and outer space. Maybe constellations too. Uh, Now, Geo, he's like, man, I can't believe, is my father really gone? So he goes out to this terrace, I guess you could call it. It's different in the anime and the game. He goes like, man, I wish my dad was right here. He puts on the visualizers. He was like, wait, what's that? And then he said it looks like two lights are fighting. Then the next thing you know, a light just comes down and just boom, and he wakes up. He's like, what the heck? And comes to find out that he fuses with this Femian or this alien named omega-xis. Now, omega-xis is a very sly and tricky guy, in case you didn't know. Uh, Let me see if I can find him real quick. Yeah, here he is. This blue guy right here, that's omega-xis. Omega-xis is a very tricky and sneaky guy. Everybody from FM knows him as the guy who's like a cold-blooded killer, that kind of thing. But that's not actually his personality. And but at first he meets Geo, and he's kind of just using Geo to keep the Andromeda key safe away from all the other FMians. And he tells Geo, if you want to save your planet, if you want your planet to stay safe, and you want me to tell you more about your father, you'll help me defend this Andromeda key from those aliens coming from planet FM. At first Geo doesn't even agree to it. He's like, "What? I'm not a hero. I can't help you." And he's pushing all. He feels like all this stuff is being pushed onto him. He's like, "I can't help you with any of this. I'm sorry, but you know." But eventually, Geo comes to his senses and says, "You know what? I got to stand up for what's right, and I got to save my planet." That kind of thing. And basically, the first game has three different versions. There's Leo, Pegasus, and Dragon. I got Leo. If you want, he has three different forms too, as you can see. Starting from the top to the bottom. First is Pegasus, then Leo, and then Dragon. Each has their own elemental abilities and advantages over the other one, it's basically like the old Mega Man games, but you just have to maneuver your way around. It's like strategic kind of thing. It's card-based system, a little bit similar to the Mega Man Battle Network series, just a little bit different. Same thing. The second one is a little bit like the first one and third one. It's both. A lot of people say the games are pretty much the same thing, and I gotta agree with them. But it has Mega Man Starforce has its own kind of style too that basically makes me interested more in that one than in NT Warrior. So there's that. Now to talk about the anime show. The anime show was, in my opinion, pretty good. Uh, you know, Viz did a crappy job with what they decided to do. They cut the series off, not even halfway through it. They combined two Japanese episodes of Mega Man Star Force into one English episode, which was a terrible idea by far. They cut it off not even halfway through the series, just like they did with Zatch Bell. They cut it off when they were about like 5 episodes away from finishing the dub completely. And they also stopped dubbing this other really good show I was interested in. It's called Marching Awakens Romance, or Mayor. And that one was really good. And so, you know, that I love that series to death too. And but Viz really did have like a low running streak with that for me. I really didn't like them that much, other than besides the fact that they did a lot of stuff for Naruto. But aside from all that, MegaMan Starforce is a really good series. It can be a little frustrating at times because of the fact of how you have to solve puzzles. I guess it's just like the NT Warrior, but the puzzles on here are like way trickier, and it's like it takes forever just to get through on some of them. The ones on MegaMan Starforce, the first one are pretty easy. The ones on there are pretty easy. After that, it kind of gets harder as the story progresses. I played MegaMan Starforce when I was in 6th grade. MegaMan Starforce 2 about, I guess, 7th, and MegaMan Starforce 3 about the ending of my 8th grade year, ending or midway through there. So I have all 3 game series. I would say I'm pretty skilled at playing MegaMan Starforce. I haven't played it in a while, so I'll need to reinvest myself in it. And in case you guys didn't notice, all 3 games have that blue dot right there, Wi-Fi connection. That is right. Wi-Fi connection. And you know what that means? It's game time online. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to play me online over the internet on any of these games, I'd probably specifically, I need the other elements for each game. MegaMan Starforce, I have 2 slots left because I formed brother bands with all these other people that are actually on the game to up my level. I might delete them once I get other people to help me out and stuff. So if you're out there and you actually have better abilities and stuff like that, let me know. MegaMan Starforce 2, if you have Leo, or not Leo, but if you have Pegasus or Dragon, the other 2 elements, the other 2 versions of that game, let me know. I'll be glad to do that brother band thing with you, and you get my element, I'll get yours. Same thing with Saurian and Zerker, and same thing with MegaMan Starforce 3 Black Ace. And I guess that's all I can say about MegaMan Starforce. Go check it out if you haven't played it. If you haven't seen the anime, search around the internet for a while. You're bound to find it. I guarantee you. The anime show, the first season was pretty good. MegaMan Starforce Tribe was a little bit better. It was supposed to have 55 episodes, I think, just like the first season, but it got canceled, so it only had 21. But it's still good nonetheless. Would have been better if they had a 3rd season, but I don't think the show got that much up in popularity to actually get I don't even think it got that much popularity for it to even be considered for a 3rd season. But nonetheless, MegaMan Starforce is a really good series. If you haven't seen it or played it, I recommend you play it. This is the Anime Blaze coming to you guys at Blaze Talks, ending Blaze Talks with this episode right here. So I'll be coming to you guys maybe another Blaze Talks later this week, talking about some other game series that I like. So either that or just stay tuned for the rest of game week in order to see what else I talk about with video game related stuff. You're gonna see my other collections, all my DS games, maybe in 3 parts, and my Game Boy Advance game collection. So with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing off with Blaze Talks Gaming Week. Game on.